About a year ago, we completed our goal of visiting all 12 provinces in the Netherlands. Well, sort of.
We got rained out when we were visiting our last province, Drenthe.
And that's a shame because Drenthe is known to have some of the best nature in the Netherlands.
Which is why we're back. Instead of visiting one city in Drenthe, we're visiting 3, starting with making good on the day that we had planned in Assen, then overnighting in the old city hall in Coevorden, and finally Emmen, where we'll be exploring the remains of their old zoo and trying some unique kroketten.
This video is sponsored by Saley.
When we visited Assen last year, we went to this cute little gift shop that also made coffee.
That's actually right there.
Yeah, but there wasn't a ton of seating, and from here it actually looks like there's even less seating than there was last year. But don't get me wrong, it was nice, but this is more of the vibe we were looking for. And I was gonna say, originally, I don't know how we missed this place because like it's right across the street, but we talked to, I assume, the owner, and they only opened 4 months ago.
Yeah, so that's how we missed it.
Yeah, that's how we missed it.
Which makes a lot of sense now.
This is Style Coffee, and apparently it's the first specialty coffee bar here in Assen.
Yeah, I got a haircut. I don't like it. It's too short.
I think it looks good.
No.
It's just shorter.
It's just one of those things where like you wait too long to get a haircut and you're just like cut it all off, and then like you walk out and you're just like, why did I ask for that?
Yeah, I did that to my hair in March. This is nice.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, we got the siphon style coffee. It's an Ethiopian coffee.
I don't normally like Ethiopian, but this is pretty good. It's not super like
You're full
fruity.
of shit. You love Ethiopian coffee.
I really?
You drank it all week last week in Porto.
No, really?
Yeah, that was literally what you drank and preferred last week when we were in Porto.
I am a liar then.
The one thing that we've talked about a couple times since we just got here in Assen again last night is everyone's so friendly.
Yeah, like everyone's got a smile on their face and like says hi to you and everything. And that was not our experience last year.
No, and that's not to say like we had a bad experience in Assen by any means. It was just, I just don't remember everyone being this nice.
Okay, I think I'm ready to start the day. But first, we need to pick up some things for our picnic here at Bakkerij Alsady. I know this isn't a proper lunch, but apparently this place is known for their baklava, so we definitely need to get some of that. Well, here's a first for us. We've lived in the Netherlands for over 2 years, and we've never rented one of these here OV-fiets. So if you don't know, most train stations in the Netherlands allow you to rent a bicycle, and you can rent that bicycle using, hang on.
Dramatic.
The same card that you use for public transit. And some train stations will have like 2 bikes, and then others will have like 200.
This is normally the one that has 200, but I think a lot of them have picked over today.
Oh, there's one that's on the lower
Oh,
side
okay,
down
great.
there. Yeah, so we were just trying to figure out like actually how to maneuver a bike from
That's up
up
on a
there
top rack.
to down there, and we're a little nervous about it.
I guess we don't have to figure it out.
But yeah, okay.
Oh, did you already get it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, good job. That was easy.
It's idiot proof. Oops.
This is what we wanted to do last year. This is the Baggelhuizerplas. Originally, it was a site they used to cultivate sand, but they turned it into a recreational area in the 80s with a lake, beach, and a ton of amazing nature trails. Oh boy, I am hungry.
Me too.
They were so nice at
Alsady.
Alsady. Yeah, they were so nice. I was I want to say surprised, as if like I wasn't expecting them to be nice, but when we said
the theme of Assen,
that's
though.
true. When we were there and we asked for the baklava, which is what we're about to eat, spoiler alert.
Her eyes.
That's my pet peeve when people say spoiler. It's like so reused in videos. Anyway.
When we asked about the baklava, her eyes lit up and she was like, yes, let me tell you all about baklava and why ours is better than baklava that you get anywhere else. And she gave me a free sample.
Oh, I was going to say, and she was right.
Oh yeah,
it was really good. Right, she gave us a sample and it was really good.
It wasn't just like a little piece of it. She gave me a whole piece that like we bought for free.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm a whole piece.
I was going to say, I'm going to give you a whole piece, but that works too. Yeah, you're a whole piece.
Okay. Am I free though?
I don't know. I guess it depends on who you ask. Or who asks.
Who you ask.
Yeah, it depends on who asks. How about that?
Okay, fair. Okay. Woo, look.
What great shot, Michelle. Maybe we tried individually.
Yeah, I think so. Their specialty with baklava is instead of using the phyllo dough, they use vermicelli noodles.
Got the vermicelli noodles on top, and then it's got like a nut blend.
What is it? What kind of nuts? I didn't even ask her.
They look like peanuts, don't they? Or like cashews?
Oh, weird.
You're getting a little bit of like Rice Krispie treat.
Oh my God. It kind of tastes like marshmallow.
It does, doesn't it?
Holy shit, you're right. Oh my God.
It's the best baklava I've ever had, and I'm not just saying that.
Yeah, he took the rest from me, which like never
I don't even like
happens.
baklava normally.
After enjoying some sauce ice and broaches from the same bakery, we filmed a spicy little Q&A just for the folks on our Patreon. Have we mentioned that we have a Patreon?
Hi. This might look familiar. We stopped by here last year, but we didn't actually go inside the museum, so let's remedy that now.
This is the Drents Museum. Unfortunately, a lot of the museum is undergoing renovation right now, which means their archaeology collection, including the famous Ida girl, is not here. But we're here in Assen, so we're going to explore the museum anyway. Okay, so Christine and Giannis were brother and sister, and I think Giannis would outline the art beforehand, and then Christine would fill it in. So it's sort of like a whole brother-sister thing that going on there, where they work together to make their art.
That one looks like an IUD.
It does look like an IUD.
Yeah.
What is it?
Wool on wool. I think the camera might be all fucked up.
Y'all probably know by now that we love to travel, and we've got a little travel hack for you. Saily, the sponsor of this video. Last fall, when we visited South Korea, eSIMs like Saily kept us connected without having to worry about SIM cards or hunting around for Wi-Fi. We explored Seoul, ate delicious food, all while staying connected. Saily offers eSIM plans in over 160 countries. Setup is super easy. Just install before you leave and you're connected as soon as you land. We used it for translations, maps, and finding local hotspots, all without having to worry about roaming fees. And the best part is it's pay as you go with no subscription, and plans start from just $5. Plus, the Saily app is super user-friendly, and if your device isn't eSIM compatible, they'll give you a full refund, no questions asked. So if you're planning a trip, trust us, you're gonna wanna check out Saily. Head to saily.com/buncharted or use code buncharted for 15% off of your first purchase. That's saily.com/buncharted. All right, back to Drenthe.
Wait, before we wrap up, there's one last thing we have to do in Assen before we move on. Come on, Michelle.
What are we doing?
Goodbye, Bartje.
Goodbye, Bartje.
Thank you for being so welcoming to us in Assen once again. I don't think he made it into our first video. I think he got cut for some reason. But
Oh my gosh, he got cut.
yeah, and I think some people were very upset by that.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Bartje.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, well, I'm disappointed we didn't.
Oh, yeah. Well, I am a little disappointed we didn't get to see the Ida
Look how
girl.
she just turns it on, folks.
I'm a professional. But for real though, I am a little disappointed we didn't get to see the Ida girl.
Ida girl.
Ida girl. Ida?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time you said it sounded like you said eat a girl.
Eat a girl. But if you don't know, she was a young woman who
Which is really, that's the key to success in any long-term relationship, I think. Who's with me? Up top.
This is such an inappropriate joke for what I'm about to talk about.
All right, cut.
Cut. If you don't know, she was a young woman who lived nearby around like 2,000 years ago, and she was very well preserved in the peat. And her body was discovered, I think, in 1897 by some people excavating the area.
I think you forgot to close the scene out. Well, we are. I thought you said you were a professional. I guess we'll just have to come back.
Yeah.
But now that we've played catch up in Assen, it is time to move on. And this time we're going to Coevorden. And we expected this whole welcome to Coevorden thing to be way more impressive. But the trains, there were like 2 that got canceled. And then the one we ended up getting on was like super delayed here. So we're here quite a bit later than we expected. So we're going to go get dinner first because we're starving. Because all we've had today is baklava and sauce ice and brooches. And then after that, we'll take you around and explore the city. But first, gotta talk about this incredible Airbnb that we're in. So we're gonna give you a full tour of it tomorrow morning. And you do want to stick around for that. And I'm not just saying that. The owner took us through it. It is the old city hall here in Coevorden, the old stadhuis. And it's from the 1600s. The whole building is being turned into like a B&B, but we're the only ones that are staying here right now. The other 2 rooms are being renovated, and we can show you the whole thing.
The whole building.
The whole building. And it is really cool. They've done such an amazing job of not like over renovating it. It's really nice.
Yeah, you can tell he really cares about it.
Yes. So definitely stick around for that. I don't normally say cheesy stuff like that in videos, but you do want to stick around.
We're so excited.
Also, he was like showing us this packet of information about Coevorden and the old buildings in it and this building. And he was like, I recently found out that Vancouver in Canada is named after Coevorden. And I was like, no, absolutely not. There's no way that's true. I didn't say that to him, obviously.
Yeah.
But I looked it up afterwards and it is. It's true. Coevorden.
Coevorden.
Yeah, the guy who found Vancouver, his last name was Vancouver. And that was derived from his original last name, which was Van Coevorden, which means someone from Coevorden. Isn't that fucking crazy?
The Dutch are literally everywhere.
Yeah, but that's
It's so cool.
I've never even heard of Coevorden before we put this vlog together.
I know, and when we were walking here, I walked by a cafe that was called Cafe Vancouver, and I was like, that's so random.
They serve poutine.
Why is there like a Canadian cafe here? That's why.
All right, anyway. We're gonna get dinner.
Yeah, we need
and then
dinner.
we'll show you the city that we're so excited about. And then tomorrow morning we'll show you this building that we're so excited about.
Yeah.
This is Kotaradja. This is Kotaradja, a Chinese-Indonesian restaurant here in Coevorden, and I think this might be another first for us here in the Netherlands. Don't be mistaken because of these empty tables. This place is popping off with takeout orders.
We don't have a ton of experience with this Dutchified Chinese food here in the Netherlands. All we really know is that it's different from the Americanized version that we're used to.
But what really drew us to this place is that they have a lot of rice toffles on the menu, including a Chinese rice toffle. So I think we're going to get to try a lot of the stuff that we haven't tried before today.
What do I do first?
I don't know. What do you want first? Try this.
I'm going to try this, yeah. So pork with what I'm guessing is a sweet orange sauce. When you bite into it, it's really crispy, but the inside is still really tender. I mean, it definitely has like a sweet glaze on the outside or like a sweet sauce, but it's not too sweet. I'm not sure I would identify it as like an orange sauce though.
Does it taste familiar?
No.
Oh, really?
No, it doesn't taste familiar at all to me. Mm-mm. I mean, the fact that it's like meat and sugary sauce, like a little bit, but
Okay.
this is different.
So I think I have the, what was it called?
Faux Young Hai.
Faux Young Hai, which looks like scrambled egg with like a sauce on it and then like vegetables mixed into it. Very interesting. I love eggs. It's eggs with carrots and a very, very lightly sweet sauce.
What are these?
They've got like chicken in the middle. Yeah, it's fried dough with I think chicken in the middle. It tastes a lot like a fried chicken with like a sauce on it, like you would get at like an American Chinese restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of like the fried chicken, it's actually just covered in bread.
Oh.
Because it's still a pretty high meat to bread ratio.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is an unexpected delight. Okay, brief update. This is not chicken, it's pork, and it's called
Golang Yuk.
Yeah, which I think is like one of the staples of
Yeah, it was the
Dutch
thing we
Chinese
had on
food.
our list,
Yeah.
but it just looked different.
What's your favorite?
Update. This.
I already said update.
Oh, crispy pork.
Yeah.
This one is excellent.
I thought the scrambled eggs were going to be my favorite, but this thing with all the bean sprouts is my favorite. Because, Michelle, if there's one thing I also love other than scrambled eggs, what is it?
You're
Tell
a bean
everyone.
sprout boy.
I am a bean sprout boy. I love me some bean sprouts. This is delicious. It's like a savory gravy. It's got a lot of bean sprouts and some chicken in it. Okay, that was delightful. They were all so nice.
They were so nice.
I know we say that about pretty much, we've already said that even today in this video, but they were very nice. The owners were very nice there. All right, now we had plans when we got here that we're gonna do this whole like quick, fast-paced thing showing you the sights in Coevorden, but we didn't do that because we were tired and hungry. So now we're just gonna take a leisurely walk through some of the sites that we were gonna take you to earlier in Coevorden.
Look at this.
Like whatever this is, whatever this shipping container is that has a tiny house in it. That's not one of the sites.
That's the whole outline of the city.
Oh,
that
yeah.
right there. Yeah.
This is a fortified city?
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
Neat. This is the Kasteel Coevorden, is that right?
Yep, Kasteel.
Kasteel. And I believe it is a hotel now, but I think this is probably like the most well-known landmark in Coevorden. And if you go over here, the cannons are still out here, and you can also see why we tend not to film at 6 o'clock in the evening because the sun is unforgiving. But look at that cannon. It's pointing right at the city.
What should I do?
Take off your shirt.
No.
Come on.
No.
That's
I'm
what
already
everyone wants.
sunburned. Or should I even it out? Even out the...
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the new city hall, by the way. That's the new one that they built to replace the one that we're sleeping in.
Yeah, basically it looks the same. I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, it's only a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So you're not going to take your shirt off.
No, I'm not going to.
Just imagine that like a montage video or montage music is playing right now or something. It's like...
Well, no, that sounds way more serious
Sounds like a whole song.
than it should be. Yeah, it needs to be like exploration music.
It's a nice city for a city that I literally never heard of until we researched this video.
Yeah, I can't believe we're here. Would you think we'd ever be here?
Well, no, because I didn't even know that here was a thing until a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
A couple days ago, a
I know,
week
it's
ago,
like
a couple weeks ago.
A week or two ago.
Yeah, we don't fly by the seat of our pants that much. Anyway, that is going to do it for us this evening in Coevorden. Tomorrow morning, we will be giving you a full tour of not just where we're staying in the old stadhuis here in Coevorden, but we're also going to give you a tour of the building because we are apparently allowed to do that.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool if I haven't talked it up enough yet. So look forward to that, and we will see y'all tomorrow morning.
Bye.
Good morning. We are still in our City Hall Airbnb here in Coevorden. And this building, if you don't remember, was built, I think, in the 1600s. It's the old stadhuis or City Hall. And the whole thing is actually being converted into a bed and breakfast. And right now, this is the only unit that is available in the building. But we will be showing you the rest of the building because the rest of it's empty right now. So
This is the upstairs of the Airbnb. There's also a downstairs that we'll show you in a minute. But this is the main kitchen area. So the host, he was super nice. Left us a bottle of wine and some chocolate and gave us a little tour of the building and told us more about it. But you pretty much have everything that you could possibly need in this kitchen. Like all of the silverware, there's a refrigerator, there's a cooktop, there's a coffee machine. It's all here.
coffee machine?
Coffee machine? Coffee maker?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the human way of saying
Yes.
it. And then you have the bathroom. And what we really love about this place is the tile here. I think he's done such a good job of renovating the
Airbnb?
toilets in this closet, and downstairs is the bedroom. This was honestly like the best place to sleep last night because it's technically in the basement of the building.
Technically.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess there are windows. Yeah, it is the basement.
It is the basement of the building.
But it was dark and it was quiet.
All right,
but-
my favorite thing about this room is that the bed is the focal point. Over here, you have a mirror,
Yep.
so the people on the bed can see, you know, how like it's like a monitor, and then you've got a chair over here, and then you've got two chairs over here. So really, you can just plop down, take a seat with two of your close friends. Oh, you're going to be, no, I think you're the main event. Get on the bed.
Oh, okay.
And then you and your two friends can watch.
Three friends.
Well, I'm sorry, me and my two friends
Oh, I see.
can watch whoever's on the bed,
Mhm.
and then the person on the bed can see how they're doing because there's a mirror right there.
Yeah.
Beep.
You could probably fit like 4 people in this bed too if you really tried hard.
Are you hinting at something?
This city hall is actually really unique because Coevorden was a really small town in the 1600s, and most towns of that size didn't have their own dedicated city hall. They would basically just like meet at the pub and take care of all the city relations then. So it's pretty unique that this building existed as the city hall. Okay, we're on the next floor. Look at this.
It's like a whole living room.
Is so cool.
It's the living room that isn't in our Airbnb.
Yeah, I think he wants to design a place where you can go downstairs and you can sleep, but you can come up here and you can hang out on a couch and socialize and everything like that. Look at this couch. It's so big.
Yeah, this is where you can like hang out before the main event that happens in the basement.
This is the green room.
Yeah, that's right. The green room. Yep. Big dining table, big kitchen, and then finally.
This is the area that scares me a little bit, TBH.
Yeah, Michelle is like convinced there's ghosts here, but I don't understand why, because I don't think there are a lot of people that died inside of the city hall in Coevorden. You can see the old chimney over there.
Yeah, that's actually unique. He was telling us about that yesterday, where they build the chimneys diagonally instead of like straight up attached to the side of the building. I'm not sure why, but that looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's it.
All there is left now is to go to Emmen.
Let's go to Emmen.
Walk out, it'll be a really nice shot.
Yeah. Here I go. I won't fall down the stairs, I promise.
Okay, well, the good news is we arrived in Emmen. The bad news is that the weather looks really bad. I think these Drenthe videos are kind of cursed. The next thing that we're planning on doing is going to a park, which is currently in question. And I think we're just going to go wait it out at a coffee shop and hope for the best. We'll see you.
Hopefully when we're still dry. Not wet.
So this place mass produces kroketten for the Netherlands, and apparently they still do it the old-fashioned way, without artificial flavors or preservatives.
And they have a tasting room where you can try all different kinds of kroketten, including some very interesting ones. But the tasting room is only open from 12 to 5 on Fridays, which is why we're here in Emmen between 12 to 5 on a Friday. This is kroketten kunst, or kroketten art, since they view kroket making as an art. And a special shout out to Magnonis on Instagram for telling us about this place. And if you couldn't hear it, the rain has begun.
But this is perfect. Look
Yeah, I
at
mean, we're
this.
covered.
We're completely covered, and we made it just in time.
Yeah. But I don't know, how long do you think it'll take to eat 6 kroketten?
I think it might take a while. I actually think the day is going to work out.
Boy, that is optimistic.
What? It's like a little after 12 right now.
Oh, you're right, actually.
It was
it
only going
changed.
to rain for maybe like
Yeah, the weather
45
changed.
minutes. Yeah.
But, yeah. Okay.
I think I'm feeling good.
Okay. I think we should go even if it's still cloudy.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be sunny today, so we need to go.
All right.
Oh, baby.
They have arrived. And there's still one more that's not on the table that we're saving for last.
Shh, it's a secret.
Don't tell anyone.
I won't.
Okay. So we have the Indonesian tasting, and I think all 3 of these are slightly different, but they all are different things that you would find in traditional Indonesian cooking.
And this is our homemade satay sauce.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is the fork's on your side.
Aim.
Duck.
Or duck.
This is the drooggeworst.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently this is the one that came recommended to us. It's the spare ribs or the roadhouse.
Yeah. I think it's named after a restaurant here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then this one is the chimichurri, which is apparently what the king and queen ate when they visited, because King's Day was in Emmen this year.
Yep.
And then also she gave us a bonus one. Oh, that's this one. She gave us a bonus one, which is mac and cheese. So I think you should start with the drooggeworst.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's try.
We love drooggeworst on this channel.
Oh my gosh. It's the drooggeworst with the clove flavor.
Oh,
Which
kinda
is like
dessert.
That's what I was going to say.
Let's eat what the king and queen ate.
I wonder why chimichurri.
Why not chimichurri?
Look
That's
at
what I
it.
always say.
You can tell it's handmade because it's like not a perfect circle.
Well, what about your left boob?
Also, well, that's not. I guess that could be handmade. How did they get the flavor so perfect? It's like steak. with that like garlicky
Oh, right.
kind of, what else is in chimichurri? Like heavy, like parsley, garlic flavor?
Yeah, like that green like compote on top of the steak.
Yeah. I don't know how to describe it, but like it tastes like steak with chimichurri on it. But it's not too garlicky either. Like this is a very nice version take on chimichurri.
Okay.
The Indonesian tasting kroket is in 3 flavors: s'more with chicken, s'more with beef, and rendang. And oh my god, the rendang kroket was absolutely incredible.
Cinnamon, like cut tender beef.
God. Oh my.
Yeah, that one's really good.
This is insane.
The duck croquette has a ragu of duck meat infused with duck fat.
This is delicious. This is just like a really well done croquette.
The spare rib croquette was the one that was recommended to us.
Oh, it tastes kind of barbecuey, or it smells barbecuey.
It tastes like spare ribs, obviously. This is a wild ride. I would love to come here and just eat all of them.
I know.
Can you imagine?
I really want to come back and just try them all. You probably have to do it like, well, I guess they're only open for 5 hours, so you'd have to. It'd be like a challenge.
You get in at 12.
I was gonna say you roll in at like 8 a.m. and just start, but you can't do that. You got to do it all in 5 hours. There's one that we did not.
Oh yeah, the macaroni and cheese.
I love fried mac and cheese.
You do?
Yeah, it's my thing.
It's gonna be the longest segment. The owners are super nice. They come out and they talk about how like how much care they put into the process of making this and how like they work with local manufacturers and all that stuff. And we're not even like touching on any of that in this video.
Yeah.
Because we just want to focus on how delicious this food is. But I cannot recommend this place enough. This is the place to get. If you like fried food,
Yep.
come here.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
You're the macaroni and cheese person.
it's really good. Yeah, it's good. The noodles aren't overcooked. They're like cooked perfectly. I don't know, man.
There's one left. There's
so
still
happy.
one left. I mean, we'll still have to eat these, but there's still one left.
What is it? What could it be?
We're going to rank them. We have to agree on our ranking. Ready? I would probably put this at number 1, but I think that I get that.
Yeah. We're not rating the mac and cheese one because it was like, it was extra.
And I think this one is not, it's not that it's bad. It's just it was like the least interesting of the
Yeah, it just tastes more like a regular bitter ball. So, yeah, I feel good about this.
Here it is.
The grand finale.
It is an apple tart.
Apple tart.
Apple
tart.
It is an apple tart croquette, or croketten, because there's 2.
Yeah. I'm so excited for this.
This is the one that Michelle was most looking forward to.
Yeah, I saw this on like the pictures of the menu.
And she was like, I hope they still have it.
Yeah, I know they don't have everything every day. So when you ordered this, I was very excited. Ooh, you can see the cinnamon and sugar inside.
Let me zoom in on that. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Those are really good.
Hot. It's so good.
I love hot with cold for dessert. Like scalding hot apple pie with like ice cream was like one of my favorite dessert combinations. This is incredible. But it's really not that sweet.
No.
I mean, apple tart is not that sweet,
No, it's not.
but this isn't that sweet either. It's
And it's like the perfect little sweet treat after you eat all of that.
y'all. Emmen is not close to many of you in the Netherlands. And it's probably really inconvenient for coming to the Netherlands as a tourist and only visiting Amsterdam. But you would be, this is like one of the few times where I feel like I need to have a talk with all of you and tell you that if you don't make it a point to come here at some point, if you like fried food or you like kroketten, you got to come here.
You have to.
This is like probably one of the most memorable, interesting, delicious experiences that we've had in the Netherlands.
I completely agree. This exceeded my expectations.
This is like so fun and delicious. The sun's out. So it's probably not the order that I would have made the video, where I think that the kroketten Kunst was probably the climax,
grand finale.
the grand finale. But we're gonna go check out this park anyway. So, yay! We're in Rensenpark. Is that right? Yeah. And this is actually the old zoo in Emmen. So there's a new zoo, and it opened I think 10 years ago, and it's also in the city center somewhere, which is pretty cool. And a lot of y'all recommended it. It's called Wildlands. Even the owners of Kroketten Kunst recommended it. I don't think we're zoo people. No offense to the zoo and no offense to zoo people out there. I just don't think I'm not sure we could capture the magic of a zoo in a vlog. but we do really like old zoos. And this is the second time we've been to a like old zoo that they've just turned into a park. The other one we went to was in Griffith Park in Los Angeles, and we love it. And this stuff is just so cool to me. Like, I love when they take the old zoo and they just sort of just like take all the animals out and then open it up to the public. Like, that is just something that I would love to see more of.
There's also a lot less graffiti here than in Griffith Park.
But the graffiti adds a charm to the Griffith Park.
Yeah, it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The block has been blessed. Right at the cutoff. There's a cat.
Hey. Oh, it sounds like a recording of a cat, doesn't it? Hi.
All right, we did find a remnant that looks particularly interesting.
No.
Oh no, the bridge is closed.
No, wait, no. Oh, I just walked through a spider web. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit.
Buncharty Goes Outside.
Ugh.
Buncharty Goes Outside, the documentary. Oh, okay.
That's not illegal, right? Now we're in the enclosure.
What
People
enclosure?
would stand up there and stare at us.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. They could watch us. It's just like being in the Airbnb, except on a much larger scale.
Hey.
What? Oh, yeah. That was that was to be expected.
Yeah.
It is reaching the point where we have to get on the train and go pick up our bag in Coevorden and then go home. I think, honestly, you could stay in this park for a long time. There are a lot of people just like with a blanket out, just like chilling,
Yeah, we
eating,
should have gotten
snacking.
some snacks.
So I got some kroket and just ate it out here.
God, that would be so lovely.
I actually would love to do that here. This park is
Yeah.
so cool. I love when they do this. I am a little concerned because there's a lot of stuff that's fenced off that maybe they're going to be demolishing some of it, but check out this park while you can and then go see the real one because we're not going to be able to go see that today. What would you like to see made into a kroket? Maybe a Kip Carry kroket? Maybe a Zirkul Stampot kroket?
What about Tompoos?
What about a Tompoos kroket? That's a good idea. Let us know in the comments. I'm so glad we were actually able to make it back to Drenthe today.
Yeah.
I almost forgot to say that. And we just had such a blast.
Yeah, it's been great. It's really far away, but I think it's worth it.
As always, thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next week.
Totan!